Good day, Victorians, and welcome to a series of small dev interviews about the 1.5 open beta process. The open beta process has been an excellent opportunity for the devs to get some great feedback from the community, and we couldn't have done it without any of you. Before we get into the dev interviews, here are some interesting facts about the open beta process. We started the open beta process on the 31st of August, and then ever since then updated roughly around 3 weeks. There are some big changes between patches in the open beta, highlighted in our dev diaries. For instance, in dev diary 97, we had 44 pages, which is roughly half a centimetre or 326th of standard gauge railway, which is a very normal and standard measurement for dev diaries. Some other interesting facts about the open beta. During the process so far, we collected 433 feedback posts on our Discord, and we also had 269 bug reports. So, moving on from some interesting facts about the open beta, let's speak to some of our devs.
My name is Mike. I am a game designer who focuses on content on Victoria 3. So what I do is I write some of the events that you see in the game, a lot of the localization or text that is player-facing, all the stuff that you read in the game, and I fiddle with database stuff and some of the back-end script as well. I ended up with a lot of research tasks, so one of my favorite things was collaborating with art and really getting involved in the whole process of figuring out how a unit should look, how all this military stuff should look, who gets what gun, who gets what uniform, what's historically accurate for different countries and different periods. My favorite bit of community feedback was about Romania. Somebody came back to us with a whole bunch of information, not just about population figures, because that was a little bit screwy, but also about overall resource distribution, industry. I had no idea that Romania had such a history of silk cultivation. So we did this big revision of how Romania even starts the game based upon this community feedback. The whole open beta process has been really fantastic to work through. All the feedback we've gotten from the community has really helped guide further revisions and improvements that we get to now include in the game itself, and everybody gets to enjoy. I've enjoyed so much, not just that immediate feedback, but all the work that we've put into it, all the time and effort, and I think everybody's going to really enjoy it.
I'm Mikkel. I'm the lead designer and co-game director on Victoria 3, which means that I plan out, help design, and evaluate all of the features throughout all stages of development. So I've been loving the open beta process. The most amazing thing to me has been reading all of the fantastic feedback, both the really fine granular details and the really, really big things, and just seeing how passionate the community is around this little world that we built. One really cool thing that happened during the early stages of the open beta was when we came up with the first dev diary talking about mobilization options. And many of you voiced that you wanted the ability to switch mobilization options on or off even though you were at war, because maybe you just got a new military invention and you wanted to be able to roll this out. And after talking to you guys on Discord about this and taking a lot of suggestions, we realized that we could implement another stat on military formations called organization, which wasn't something that we had planned for at all, but was a really useful metric that actually solved a number of other design problems that we had at the same time. The open beta process has been a fantastic way for us to assess what works and what doesn't in live collaboration with you. Because of your continuous feedback, we've been able to implement the kind of features that we always wanted to see in the game at breakneck speeds, knowing that it's also what you want to see in the game. So thank you very much.
I'm Leno Claudius. I'm one of the game designers on Wiki 3, and for the open beta I was mostly responsible for cross-team communication and management and features like the companies. I think my favorite thing about the open beta was really the anticipation for like an upcoming dev diary, which we always knew was going to spark a lot of excitement in the community, and then seeing their reactions on Discord and the forums on Reddit and so on, that was really awesome. There were tons of things that were helpful as feedback from the community. For example, balancing changes for companies or the military setup, like units and which direction they should develop to. And that was all very helpful. I think the open beta experience was great. As a designer, I could actually just straight up look at Discord to get immediate feedback to a question that I would pose and people were very happy to react and share their thoughts and feedback. And we could actually take a lot of lessons from how they reacted to integrate into the game.
Thank you to developers and thank you to everyone who's taken part in the open beta, and we will see you soon when 1.5 updates.